Hi everyone, this is Rachel from Cybersports Network. I'm sitting here next to Juicebox, the second place finisher in the Street Fighter Arcade Edition tournament. You put on a good show today. You really had a great run. How do you feel?
Deflated. I mean, second place ain't bad, but first place is way better. And I'm disappointed with how the grand finals went, obviously, but you know, thought I had an okay counter pick in mind. Didn't turn out that way. Went back to my mainstay. Didn't do too well. So, I mean, end of the day, you know, if I want to be on Justin Wong's level, I have some more training to do. So just go back home, go back to the lab, really.
Yeah, it's a bit disconcerting for me to see Abel on your shirt and Jury on the screen. What was the thought behind that counter pick?
Well, Jury has a couple options to keep Rufus out. Obviously, Justin Wong knows the matchup well enough that he wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do as far as with my projectiles. So I have to go back to the drawing board with that matchup, reconsider if that's even any good. Pretty sure it isn't. But Abel's really not going to work against Rufus over the long run. He has too many advantages that I can't really do much about. So.
Well, what does going back to the drawing board involve? What is your practice like?
Well, learning a little bit more about Rufus would be best. I mean, I know how the character is played. I understand how he blows up crouch techs and stand techs and anything in general. Logical advantage. But with Jury and Abel, I can't really set an advantage. So I have to explore the options and see what else there is for against Rufus.
So do you think it's more important for finding that character's perfect counter and then working on that character, or is there a way you think you can take Abel or another character that you're extremely comfortable with and work it against Justin's weaknesses?
Well, the way the game is designed, it's always possible to win any bad matchup regardless. I could technically anti-air all that stuff. I could read all of those things, get double perfects every round. It's possible. It's just not going to happen the way human beings are. Consistency is a problem. I mean, the problem with Street Fighter is, of course, if I counter his Rufus, he could pick another character after that. So I need to make sure that if I did pick another character, it would be one that I am okay with playing against other characters as well. And that's, you know, the whole basis of Street Fighter is if your main character can't take on a lot of different characters, then they're not really a good main character. And so this would be a sub character for me since Abel is my main, but Justin has subs. Justin probably knows what Rufus's bad matchups are. He probably knows how to play all that, you know, against those characters. You know, it's going to be an uphill battle, you know, but I'm not satisfied with second place, you know, so.
Are there any other players that you feel this concentrated about that you've worked on these matchups for?
Well, Akuma's in general is one of the reasons that I picked Jury. Akuma isn't as good as Rufus at, you know, getting in and imposing his will, I'd say. That's a match that Jury can play much more slowly and methodically, and that's one of the reasons that I picked Jury. Other matchups, I mean, Ken a little bit, Fei Long a little bit. Those are matchups where Jury's a little better than Abel to play as. You know, it's just obvious that there are some character masters like Justin Wong that know a little bit more about these matchups than I really have any exposure to. You know, coming out of Arizona, I don't have a lot of top-level practice. So I might have to maybe get some training in California, maybe move around a little bit. But as it is, I don't really feel as though I'll be able to beat Justin Wong at my current level, and I've got a lot of work to do.
Well, you recently joined a clan, DMG here. You've got your shirt on, and clans go a long way, really, in helping players evolve their games. So how is the clan sort of accommodating your practice? Are they taking care of travel? Are they sending you around, finding you partners? Yeah,
well, basically, they accommodate me as far as travel expenses and things like that, without going into too many details. I mean, there's a lot of tournaments on the roster for the EVO 2012 season. Until June, there's like 2 tournaments a month, and that's exciting. I'll be going to most, if not all, of those tournaments. We got Final Round next month. We got CEO. We got UFGT 8 in the Midwest. Bunch more. I probably don't know off the top of my head right now, but those tournaments will all be high-level practice. Those tournaments will probably all have Justin Wong in them. If anything, I could just fight him 4 times, lose 4 times, and then beat him at EVO. At least, you know, that's the hope. What it comes down to is, at these tournaments, who I lose to, that will be my high-level practice, as it is. I don't live in California, so unless I could move to California, that'd be great. But as it is, I have to take what I can, and the high-level play will be at the tournaments that I go to.
All right, well, do you have a place online we can follow your progress?
Yes. You can follow me on Twitter at Juicebox Abel. I have my own stream where I'll stream Street Fighter 4 and King of Fighters 13 stuff. Twitch.tv/JuiceboxAbel. I have a Facebook fan page, just Juicebox Abel. JuiceboxAbel at gmail.com. Send me Street Fighter stuff. You know, that's my online stuff.
All right, guys, you can't escape him. He's Juicebox. He's everywhere. You better get in touch with him, and don't send any of those links to Justin. So good luck to you, sir, and don't worry too much about him. He's a big panda bear.